Is this also or over here? Okay.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Hopkinton High School for tonight's MIAA round of 16 tournament soccer game between the visiting Arlington Spy Ponders and your Hopkinton Hillers.
Guys, you want to come?
Let me come over there. I'm sorry, I thought you done time.
Yeah, you shake their teeth.
Yeah, the boys are coming back to do it.
Girls, bring it out here. Bring it out here. Guys, get a little closer to me. Bring it out here.
And now for your starting lineup for the visiting Spy Ponders.
Bring it out here.
Number 9, Ella Connolly. Number 18, Addison Darling. Number 16, Isabella Doman. Number 8, Natalia Patopoulos. Number 10, Abigail Grable. Number 20, Louise Moore. Number 17, Micah Niles. In goal, number 0, May Padian. Number 7, Gianna Pio. Number 14, Ella Rose-Roberts. And number 2, Bryn Ryan. Now for your Hopkinton Hillers. In goal, number 0, Ayla Chase. Number 19, Alex Clark. Number 18, Joe Dupont. Number 17, Juliana Grasso. Number 20, Stephanie Johnson. Number 16, Anika Kokarne. Number 26, Ashley McCann. Number 10, Madison Recupero. Number 13, Nicole Petstone. Number 11, Nina TZ. And number 3, Sophia TZ. The Hillers are coached by Tom Stewart. And now if everyone could please rise and face the flagpole behind the scoreboard for the playing of our national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Hopkinton High School turf fields for Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Playoff Soccer on HCAM. It is a Division I matchup between 14th seeded Arlington, who is 13-5-1 overall, and the 3rd seeded Hopkinton Hillers, who are 18-0-1. Part 2 of our boys-girls playoff soccer doubleheader. Tom Nappy alongside Peter Thomas on the call. Denise Untaki on camera for what should be another fun playoff matchup. The Hillers getting a big win on Sunday to advance as they took down Plymouth North 3-1. Arlington took down Braintree 2-0. And Peter, as we saw in the boys game, anybody could beat anybody at this stage. It's going to be a tough battle here tonight.
It really is. I have been waiting a couple days for this one, though. Boy, I tell you, this team has been so fun to watch all season. And, you know, here we go again, pushing on, hopefully the Elite Eight. This is going to be a tough battle. Arlington is a good team. Their coach is the former Ashland coach, so he knows this team well. He's scouted Hopkinton. He played against Hopkinton for years. So, you know, the Hillers got their work cut out for them, and I will say one notable scratch today, or not a scratch, but just one notable change is that Nicole Tedstone will step into the starting lineup, replacing leading scorer Georgie Clark, who is a little banged up coming out of that game against Plymouth North. So look for the Hillers to, again, run their game plan, but with a slightly different offensive look today.
And I'm sure Georgie Clark will hopefully be able to get in there, but Tedstone starting, and that's not necessarily the worst person to have coming for Georgie.
I mean, Tedstone's got, I think, 5-6 goals on the season, so, I mean, she knows how to score, too. Joe DuPont up there, too, will be doing the normal blue-collar yeoman work that Joe DuPont does, just kind of all the dirty work, springing people free. So, and then, of course, look to see the ball run through number 10, Madison Recupero, our leading assist leader. In any case, Maddie is the little engine that could, and we'll see him look to create something. You could hear the Arlington bench all fired up right now.
Absolutely. Arlington will start off with possession, working right to left across your screen. And we are ready to go here in the round of 16. The winner of this game will move on to take on the winner of Algonquin and Franklin. And we are underway. He's moving it over to the far side is Luis Miller. Tedstone gets it over. That's deflected. Back up the sideline go the Hillers. Out of play, throw in Arlington. Ella Radoslovich will take it.
So you look at on Arlington, number 10, Abby Grable, and number 2, Bryn Ryan. Those are kind of their two stars. You can see Bryn Ryan on the ball right there, putting some pressure on Alex Clark, but those are the ones to watch on Arlington today.
Kilcarney moves it up along the far side. Throw in Arlington. Good battle along the far side. Recupero trying to get through. She will. 2 more defenders in front of her. Up the sideline goes Isabella Doman. Some good back and forth here. Out of play, throw in Hillers. Off the entry.
You can see they're double and tripling Maddie. They know she's the one, so you can see that their strategy is to bottle Madison up and to keep her from being able to make moves. But that can only work so long because, number 1, other people are free, but number 2, Madison's good enough to get out of trouble.
Here's Tedstone. She'll move it up. Sent back down by Gianna Paulillo. Sophia Zuganatis looking to get in there. Sent up by Clark. Arlington trying to move it up to their side, and Paulillo wins that battle. Into the Hiller zone, Alex Clark will track it down. Sent over by Ayla.
Yeah, good idea from Steph to get Sophia TZ the ball. It's just a little out of reach for her. You can see Arlington putting some pressure on in the early moments of this game.
Along the near side. And out of bounds off of Gratsos. It's going to be a corner for Arlington.
They earn a corner, first corner of the game.
Set to take it, header, out of play. It'll be Hiller ball.
That is one area that we have seen the Hillers weak on, is corner kick defense. They've given up just a few goals. Of the few goals that they gave up this regular season, all but one of them came from a set play like a corner kick. I think a couple did come from a corner kick, and they gave one up to Plymouth North on a corner kick. So, that's something that Hillers have got to get tighter on.
And moved up into Hiller territory. Clark trying to stay with it, looking to get around her. Brandon Ryan out in front, sent away. Ooh, she backpedaled there and fell, but a good send away by McCann. And here comes Recupero up the far side. Recupero putting on the moves. Nice move there. Working her way in. Sends the cross. Can someone get there? Oh, just a little high.
Well, that's the Hillers game. Move Madison down to the corner, get her down to the corner, get across into the box. Joe DuPont was waiting there at the top. It was a little bit high, but I like that. That's what you got to see out of the Hillers, that kind of forward momentum.
A lot of the boys team who just were victorious in their win against North Attleboro sticking around to take this game in and cheer on the girls' side. They got a 3-2 win. The boys moving on to the round of 8.
Yeah, you were looking at number 10, Abby Grable there. Again, she's the engine of their attack.
Nina deflected off of Mika Niles. Slowed down there by Gratsos. Working her way up. Over to Johnson. Throwing Arlington. Addison Darling takes it.
Yeah, Darling did a good job to box out Steph Johnson there. Earned the throw in.
Sophia TZ sends it over to Nina. Here's Clark. Scoots it up the far side. Recupero trying to get there. Or that's McCann.
Yeah, and when McCann gets into the offense like that, when she's up like that, then good things happen for the Hillers. We just watched a game where Will Bilabreski was in the same spot doing the same kinds of things, and good things happened for the Hiller boys when that happened. So look to see McCann attack like that.
I'd be curious to know if Coach Skiba and Coach Sawyer talk strategy with each other. That's sent up by Kilcarney. DuPont trying to get there offsides.
All right, now we knew that was going to happen because this coach, his strategy with Arlington is to play a high line like that. He did that in Ashland, and he's doing that in Arlington. And, they do that because they don't think their defenders are going to be faster than our forwards, and they're right about that. But you're going to see them try to play that offside trap quite a bit during this game.
Mike Sheena, the head coach of Arlington. Tom Skiba, of course, head coach of the Hiller girls.
Now, it's incumbent on the Hiller girls to recognize that and hold their runs, not get themselves caught in an offside position.
Along the far side. There's a header by Gratsos. And out of play just in front of Vela Radoslovic.
I hear they call her Ella Rad because it's easier.
We'll go with that. I like that.
Ella Rad.
Recupero trying to get in there. It's popped over her head by Mika Niles. How about E-Rad?
E-Rad. It'll make it even easier for this old pair of broadcasters. So far, good pressure from Arlington.
Yeah.
Clearly looking at a playoff caliber team here, aren't we?
Certainly are. Seems both teams just kind of feel each other out a little. There's a header by Nina. Johnson moves it up. Ted Stone trying to get it across. Ted Stone at Kilcarney. Hanaga. Nice move there. To Recupero. Scoots it up, looking for Johnson, closing in, and it's wrapped up just in time by the keeper.
Only Madison Recupero sees those angles. Boy, was that beautiful. That was a beautiful ball in behind the defense. Johnson made a play for it, just couldn't get to it. Keeper had to come sliding out.
Goaltender matchup is Ayla Chase for the Hillers, Moave Padin for Arlington. Johnson sends it up.
Good
Nina.
step, Nina TZ.
Looking to scoot it up towards DuPont. Along the near side and out of play, throwing Hillers. Sophia on the entry. Johnson sends it back. Alex Clark. Taken away by Darling. At a play. Throwing Hillers. It's about 9 minutes in to half number one. Scoreless game in this round of 16 matchup.
Recupero looking for the through ball right now. She wants it. She's pointing.
Kilcarney sends it far side McCann. Looking to close in. Kilcarney tracks it down, gets it back up the sideline. Moved up by Clark. Oh, offsides.
Yeah, that defense, again, that defense is quick to step. They know Ted Stone's fast, so, I mean, they are quick to try and step up to pull her off.
Free kick for Arlington. Off of Johnson. Header by Kilcarney. Hanaga. Recupero trying to come away with it. She's matched up on the far side along with Louise Miller. Gets it over to Nina TZ, scoots it up. Here comes Johnson. Johnson approaching, takes it! Oh, just a little high!
Boy, Johnson had a one-on-one. That sure was a peach, but, you know, goalie did a good job to make herself a little bigger than she was. She put some pressure on her. Johnson thought maybe I'll just drop it over her. Ball was a little high. But, you know, again, what are we seeing? We're seeing that high line of Arlington, and we're seeing also the Hillers exploit that and get behind him. So Hillers giving them a few different looks than they expected, I think.
Aired out. Recupero gets in there. Sent up by Clark. Kilcarney. Into Hiller territory.
That Hillers defense is so stout.
Sophia sends it up to Johnson. Here comes Arlington looking for an attack. Off of Nina it goes. Recupero slices it back to Granzos. Now along the far side. Aired out by Isabella Doman.
Alex Clark is winning everything in the air tonight.
Here's Recupero flying around the field. Scoots it up, looking for DuPont, a little too much in front of her. Nina. Kilcarney trying to get in there. On the far side. One thing the Hillers have a lot of right now is speed in the game.
Yep, they do.
DuPont looking for Sophia. Might be too much in front of her. It is.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to Coach Mike Shane there before the game, and I asked him, what are your keys to the game? And he said, how do you contain one of the best teams in the state? You just do everything you can. I mean, just try to contain them. And as we know, Tom, you can't stop them.
You can only hope to contain them and not drop your clipboard.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, this team is just relentless, and you're seeing it right now. I'm seeing Arlington just slow down just a half a step now. So those balls are getting through over the back line, and the Hillers are executing their game plan well right now.
They certainly are. Slowed down, moved up to Kilcarney. She'll scoot it over to Nina.
Wow.
Nina taking a push there. That'll draw a call.
Nina's going to take a shot there, and it was Abby Grable there with a little bit of a shove. It's tough. I mean, this team is just relentless.
Free kick for the Hillers. Alex Clark set to take it. Airs it out. Sent up the near side. Sophia's there. Sophia TZ sends it back. Johnson. Back to Sophia. Now Garanzos. Clark gonna switch it up. Moves it up the middle.
Beautiful.
Gets it through. Here she comes. Tedstone. And count it!
Tedstone!
What a goal!
Kilcarney with a little touch to Tedstone. Tedstone breaks away, uses that speed. Defenders chasing her down, but she fights it off. Tedstone holds her off and just at the last minute pokes it in, and a bit of a hospital ball, but it just rolls in, and you know what? It counts for one just like the others do.
I'll tell you, that was one of the slower goals I've ever seen, but certainly a nice boot by Tedstone, just slipping around the keeper. Bam, 1-0.
The ball's rolling in, and you can hear Arlington going, do not go in. Slow motion kicked into real time, baby. But you know what? 1-0 for the Hillers. That's a good spot to be in. And what was it? Like we said, getting behind the defense. That through ball behind the defense.
Arlington looking for an attack. Look out for the highlight on that one. There's a bit of a push. It's in favor of Arlington. So that was Tedstone's 6th goal of the season.
It's like Marin O'Connor and Fotini Gronsos getting warmed up as much as they can on this 38-degree night. Getting set to check in.
Nina. Yeah, I don't know if I see, oh, there's Kilcarney. That was her 2nd assist. Recupero putting on the moves. Sent over to the near side.
Took 4 defenders to break that up.
Ratsos.
Good job by Jules there to evade the challenge.
And Peter,
here comes the ball through.
Kilcarney slips it up. Keeper's way out. We'll pop it to the near side, out of play, throwing Hillers. And you mentioned prior to the game, Georgia on limited minutes today due to being a little shooken up.
Yeah, coach is going to sort of feel that one out and see how much she can do. Here comes our goal scorer, Nicole Tedstone, getting a break. Fotini Gronsos coming in. Steph Johnson steps off for Marin O'Connor, who had a great goal in the last game against Plymouth North.
My point is, does this look like a team missing their star player?
Sure doesn't. Looks like a team executing a game plan. That is how much depth this Hiller squad has.
Recupero slips it back to Kilcarney.
And this is the thing. You could try to play a high line like this, and they'll hurt you with the through balls. You can. Now they're going to call a timeout. You can try to play a man-to-man and try to man-mark, and they'll hurt you by just running off of each other. This team has so many threats and so many weapons. It is just so hard to scout and defend.
1-0. Hillers leading. 24 minutes, 2 seconds left to go. And Arlington timeout. We'll step aside on HCAM.
Hey. Yeah, good game so far. Hey, Eric. Good.
We are ready to continue on off the timeout. A 1-0 Hiller lead. 24 minutes, 2 seconds left to go in this first half. Good start for the Hillers so far, Peter.
Sure is. I don't see Skiba. I think Skiba's not making any adjustments. He's just saying, hey, you know what was working there was you were holding your runs. We were getting the ball through the line. Just keep doing that. Just, you know, forwards keep running onto those through balls from Madison, from Oniga, you know, whoever's going to put one in. But, you know, Marin O'Connor, she's the dark horse, man. She's got so much speed, and she just tends to do something incredibly productive every time she has the ball. So she's like a Georgie Clark in training with the way she moves that ball around, and so expect to see Marin put a few moves on out there too.
Good battle along the near side there. Throw in for Arlington. Paulillo gets it in. Kulkarni, nice win there. DuPont slips it back. Uh-oh. Here comes Arlington. With it is Ryan. Approaching. Takes it to the corner of the box, looking for the cross. Driving in front of the net. Nina gets rid of it. And popped out of the danger zone by Nina.
Yep, good job, Nina TZ. She's everywhere there.
You know, that was the first time you saw Arlington really get through that defense.
Yeah, it was. Look at number 14 on Arlington. Just keep an eye on her. That's Ella Rad. She's a physical player. She was banging up Kulkarni there a little bit. Just keep an eye on that.
Nina up to DuPont. She better be careful. They'll get Georgie on her. Recupero moves it up. DuPont crosses it. Popped out of the box. Out of play along the near side.
That was another through ball for Joe DuPont to roll on to.
Sophia Tizia on the throw-in. Recupero gets it over to Nina. Pass to Alex Clark, who's playing up.
I don't like this defensively here.
Arlington trying to get through.
Yeah.
Sent back over. Hiller's able to regroup defensively. Working her way down is Paulillo. Into the box and wrapped up.
Yeah, that was a bit of an unusual situation for the Hillers in the counterattack. They were all out of shape defensively. A lot of room on the right mid here. Kulkarni had been stuck on the in the center of the field. There were two Arlington players rolling down the right side. So Hillers need to get a little more disciplined and maintain their shape.
O'Connor sends it back. Nina. That was the first time that I really saw Clark play that far up today. Maybe that had something to do with it. Sophia. And out of play rules the official Arlington throw-in. Big boot there by Paulillo. Here's Recupero. Kulkarni sends it up to Pot. Paulillo. And a collision there. Clark trying to put a stop to that one, knocks it out of play. Paulillo on the entry. Nina sends it over. The Spy Ponders looking for an attack. And knocked out of play.
Yeah, right in front of the Hiller supporter section there.
That was Recupero got in there. Free kick for the Hillers.
So you heard us correctly there. Arlington are the Spy Ponders. They were named for the local spy pond. It is often just shortened to the Ponders. So it's a little like the Hillers. A lot of hills here.
Yeah. So wait, they got some spies in a pond or something like that?
I guess so. The Ponders, the Arlington Ponders.
There's a nice boot by Conley. Arlington looking for an attack here. Over to the near side on the chase down, Radoslovic. And
good job by Sophia TZ there to knock the ball out, let the Hillers have a chance to get their defense back.
Well, Arlington's starting to develop a little pressure in the last few minutes. Good steal by Kulkarni. DuPont sends it over. Anaga. Kulkarni putting on the moves. Recupero. There goes Recupero. Oh, there's a push. I think that was a missed call there, Peter.
I think so too. Maddie got beat a little bit there. You could see she was running with the ball and trying to direct traffic there, trying to get Joe to make that run through. You know, Maddie's seeing the game. She's a little like Keanu Reeves in The Matrix, you know. She just sees it all, and she's like, hey, you go here, you go there. But ended up being a Arlington defender, pushed her over and knocked her off the ball.
Paulillo on the entry. We're at about 18 minutes left to go. Sophia TZ gets a boot on it. Now it's sent back down by Fotopolis. With it is Bryn Ryan. And Gratzos gets rid of it. Aired back out by Padian. Kulkarni. Right off a Spy Ponder. Sophia TZ doing battle along the near side. Kulkarni gets in there, deflects it out of play.
I tell you, Arlington's got some size out there, you know, and in number 14, Ella Rad, and number 10, Abby Grable. It's physical in the midfield.
There's a good boot. Keep her way out. Oh, wow, that's going to be a trip.
Boy, I think Fotini should have gotten a call on that one.
Definitely.
Where was the ref on that? He just calls it out of bounds. Good grief.
Straight trip there, Fotini Gratzos. And Gratzos had her burnt. That's why it was the intentional trip there.
Yeah, really.
O'Connor can stay with it. Bryn Ryan puts it upfield. Gratzos slows it down, moves it back to the far side. McCann trying to dig it out. Nina gets in there. Along the middle. Kulkarni. Now along the near side, Paulillo. In the Hiller territory she goes.
I want to see the huddle stats on Kulkarni tonight because she is winning every single duel she's
been
involved with.
Incredible so far tonight.
She hasn't lost one. I'm almost certain.
Recupero sends it over. She's been incredible all season, but tonight she's on even another level. Sophia TZ over to Kulkarni. Well, you know what they say, the teams that go deep, they play their best in the postseason. Recupero trying to move it up, getting in the way was Conley.
Well, Arlington's tuned in now to that through ball. The defenders are reading the lanes a lot better now.
DuPont Well, I'll tell you one thing. In the postseason, the officials are going to let you play a lot more physical. And I've seen both teams get away with a couple of pushes.
Yeah, well,
But
that one on Fotini was egregious.
That's definitely.
That was a yellow card because the goalkeeper was the last one back, and Fotini just got mugged out there.
But you can tell this is going to be a physical game, so the Hillers, they got to not be afraid to get physical, get a little pushy.
Yeah, and that's been, I mean, candidly, if they've had a weakness, which there haven't been many, but the one team that tied them was Medfield, and that was the most physical team that they played all season. So that's one of the things that the girls need to do a better job of is, being tougher out there, because they're a very finesse team.
They're a classy team.
They really are. I mean, they don't foul a lot.
No.
They move the ball around their opponent. There's a lot of razzle-dazzle in their game.
DuPont, a race up the far side. Fotini Granzos gets it back over to Recupero. Nina puts it towards the net wide.
Now and again against that Plymouth North team, Nina TC teed off from like 30 yards, and it was an absolute banger to the upper V, man. What a beautiful shot that was. I want her to see it. I want to see her do that again.
And I have to say, you did an excellent job on the commentary this past Sunday.
Thank you so much. Well, I was trying to do my best Tom Nappy impression, and just try to paint the picture for our viewers, but nobody does it like you, pal.
Recupero. Well, when we're together, it's just the A team. Kilcarney moves it over. McCann.
Look at Fotini checking back. Fotini is doing a great job. Now, she got called offside on that one. Okay, I thought she checked back and was holding her run, but apparently the linesman thought she was off.
You get 3 officials for these playoff games rather than the traditional 2. Aired out. Recupero trying to get in there. Nina along the far side. Fotini.
That's an obstruction call.
Oh, come on.
And a foul.
All right.
Well, look, if you're the right defender, I mean, that's a good tactical foul. I can't see her number from here, but look, she knows Fotini's a little stronger and a lot faster. And, at least she was outside of the box when she fouled her.
So Recupero and Nina are lined up. See what they do here. Nina to the net. It's just a little wide.
Yeah, nice short play. Set Nina up for a shot. She can definitely hit from there.
She certainly had the power. Set for the free kick, Paulillo. Kilcarney scoots it up. Recupero. Mosier gets it back to Granzos. Over to the far side. Good battle. That was McCann battling with Fotopoulos. Recupero trying to keep up with it.
Marin O'Connor.
Or correction, O'Connor.
Yeah, she did a great job to win that battle.
Moved up by Kilcarney. Recupero closing in, and the keeper just gets rid of it.
I tell you, Kilcarney is having a game tonight, man. She wins every battle. She has this nice little passes, super crisp, and she's just finding the lanes. She is doing a super job tonight.
And she's an early candidate for today's MVP. Brought to you by HCAM Sports Talk, which you can catch every Wednesday at 5:30. And we're going to get a call here in favor of the Hillers.
Yeah, Nina TZ. Nina TZ always eager to get into a physical battle with her opponent. Doesn't even think twice about it. She mixes it up. Look for Alex Clark to play this into about the 18.
Clark.
Oh, nope, the short ball.
Over to Nina. Now far side. McCann.
Yeah.
And offsides.
Yeah, Marin knows she's off. She's like, oh, I'm about 10 yards off there.
Aired out. Good boot there. Grosso's got some serious air under that one. Fotini trying to win the battle. Sent back up the far side. That's stalled by O'Connor. Out of play. Throwing Hillers. Off the entry. Throwing off of DuPont. And DuPont trying to get through, putting on the moves, trips up, and call a favor of the Hillers.
Gonna earn a foul out there. Nice job for Joe. So Nina TZ lines up on the ball again. Let's see if they run the same short play. They do. Ball's in.
Recupero working away in and deflected out. McCann. Aired out. Racing in. Oh, and O'Connor tripped up.
She's offside.
Oh, just offside.
Yeah, she's gonna.
And the keeper is shooken up.
The keeper is, but she was called offside before that play.
Wave Padian and Myron O'Connor, a collision.
The referees are going to confer here, though. Let's see what he decides, if he's going to overrule his lineman or if he's going to call the offside. Yeah.
So
the flag was up before Marin got to that, but looks like the keeper there, who was Maeve Padian, took a shot from Marin O'Connor.
Yeah. I think we need a video review. 8 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in this first half. A 1-0 Hiller lead. The pressure on both sides has kind of stalled. It's really just been a battle in the midfield for the last few minutes. Along the far side. And this is in favor of the Hillers. Kelly called it out of play. Off the far side. Sent over to Grossos. There's Mosier, Kulkarni, Recupero. Sent back up the near side. Looking to close in. And that is going to be a shot, and it's a good save by Chase. Bryn Ryan with the shot.
Yeah, just an errant clear there from Alex Clark that allowed Arlington to step up and take that shot, but Ayla Chase had plenty of time, read that from distance. Never a problem for her.
Mosier. Nice boot into Arlington territory. DuPont trying to get there. DuPont. And popped out of play off of Conley. Good win for DuPont. Coming into the game for the Hopkinton Hillers, we have Emma Prisco. And she's going to come in for Fotini Grossos. It's going Arlington's way. Set for the free kick, Paulillo.
Yeah, correction. That is Elise, number 27. She's wearing Emma Prisco's number, but that is Elise. She's a JV player that has been called up for this game. She was also called up for the Plymouth North game, I believe, and we saw her do some pretty good things out there offensively for the Hillers.
Nina, or Grazos, sends it up. Kulkarni, Mosier, back to Anaga. Scoots it up, nice boot. On the track down, closing in, and it's wrapped up by the keeper.
No, he's calling it offside, and it definitely wasn't that time.
No, I don't think it was.
He's got that wrong. We're going to watch the replay right now. Checking the replay. Well, we do that. We're a little bit too far behind, but yeah, that was not offside.
Yeah, well, that was an errant call.
Well, the problem with that is that the referee's expecting it now because he knows that's the game. He knows that's what they want to do. So he's
trying to work the sideline.
So he's looking to make that call now.
Kulkarni. Here goes Anaga. Scoots it back. Recupero. Putting on the moves. Up the middle. Nina. Kulkarni. There's Recupero. And they didn't even go that time because they would have been offsides.
Hillers forwards need to work on bending those runs, running sideline to sideline and then stepping into the position as the ball is kicked as opposed to just running straight onto it because they're going to get called when they run straight onto it.
Sent away. Just under 5 minutes left to go in this first half. A 1-0 Hiller lead.
Looks like Ted Stone coming back in.
Yes, indeed. Here comes Ted Stone.
Who has the goal so far in the game. Joe DuPont taking a break in the last couple minutes, getting a breather. She's done good work today.
She's been out there pretty much the whole half.
Yep, done good work.
Oh boy, Bryn Ryan gets through. And a nice job by Ayla Chase getting it away. Sent across. And Kulkarni pops it out of play.
Wow, we have not seen that at all this season. Juliana Granzos gives up the ball in the back, but Ayla Chase with a very, very smart play to come out with her feet and not her hands because she knew she was outside of the box and she just broke it up. That was heads-up goalkeeping.
And that is sent out by Paulillo.
Listen, the Hillers, that's the first one-on-one situation we've seen all season, okay? That includes 18 regular season games. That's the first point. The second point is that Ayla Chase has not been tested much this season. And the third point is that when she was tested, she was equal to the challenge. She stepped up. She made a huge play to keep the Hillers in a 1-0 position.
I'd say that's an early candidate for save of the game right there.
Absolutely right.
Along the far side. Arlington starting to find a little room now. There's a bound! Oh, what another save!
Okay, maybe that's a good save of the game.
And there's another candidate.
Right? That was a tremendous strike from Arlington.
That was Abigail Griebel with an absolute powerhouse of a shot.
Abby Grable going for net on that one, but Ayla was there.
Battle along the near side. Oh, she slips up. As Darling sends it up. Ratsos. We're just under 2 minutes left to go here in the first half. Kulkarni.
Yeah. Arlington making a push right now. We got to get this game a little bit more under control.
I think the halftime discussion should probably make some transition for the Hillers. Get the momentum back in their favor. Looking to move in.
Yep, Oniga wins again.
What a
Just
job.
Puts her body between her, Abby Grable, and the ball, and Abby fouls her, and Oniga wins the duel.
Free kick coming for the Hillers. Clark moves it up. Recupero. Give and go with Nina. Nina trying to scoot it through. Nina to Kulkarni. Oniga. And that is kept in play and then deflected out off of Kulkarni. So I would say that's the first battle she didn't win, as Paulillo won that time.
Yeah, Gianna Paulillo, but
so Kulkarni's like 25-1 today.
Yeah, she is, but look at where she put her out of bounds. I
right.
mean, very, very deep into Arlington territory.
All right, we'll call it a draw. Along the near side. Moser trying to move it up. Arlington looking for a last-second attack here in this first half as Clark trying to give us a souvenir.
Yeah, Nina TZ fouled Abby Graber on that one, or Abby Grable. Yeah, Grable.
Free kick. And that will do it for the first half. After one half of play, it's the Hillers 1, Arlington nothing. Peter, it started off in favor of the Hillers, really, but then Arlington got a little momentum late in that first half, started to find some room and got a couple shots off.
Yeah, I think they did. I mean, what they figured out is that the passing lanes, the Hillers were exploiting their passing lanes in their offside trap. So they were able to tighten up the passing lanes there, which is now denying the Hillers the through ball. But, you know, what you haven't seen in this game is Georgie Clark, okay? And I expect that she'll get a few minutes in this second half. And, you know, whenever she gets the ball, she's always doing something productive with it. So, you know, I think I would look to see her get some minutes. And I think also the Hillers need to go back to their game plan of getting the ball out wide. You know, they've only done that a few times today to get it kind of out wide and in the corner for that cross. They need to do that more. They're getting bottled up in the midfield right now, just down the, you know, sort of between the hash marks. They need to do a little bit better job of getting down to the corner. So.
Well, one positive note for the Hillers, you go into the halftime break up 1-0. You've rested Clark this whole first half. You have the whole second half to get her out there for a few minutes, if, of course, she's well enough.
Yeah, you do, and that Clark to Joe DuPont to Madison Recupero combination has been so solid this year. You know, I think that would be my call if Georgie felt good to go.
Right.
That'd be my call if I were Skiba. Give her some minutes, see how she does out there. But we'll see how Arlington responds because they know it's win or go home. So they're having a powwow right now saying, you know, look, 1-0 against the third best team in the state. You're doing pretty darn good.
Absolutely. Well, throw the seeding, throw the records out the window. It's win or go home for both teams, but the Hillers lead it 1-0 at the halftime break. We'll step aside. Second half coming up next on HCAM. Welcome back into the Hopkinton High School turf fields. We are just about ready for the second half. Tom Nappy alongside Peter Thomas on the call. Denise Antaki on camera. 1-0 Hiller lead as we enter the second half. And Peter, it's been quite the game so far by the Hillers, but Arlington getting a little momentum late in that first half.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, Arlington was really trying to press on that Hiller defense. But, you know, the Hillers were equal to it. They bent a little bit. There's a little bit of a defensive lapse, a little slip. But you know what? They're back to business now. You know, they're back to business, and I think it's not going to be a problem for them. We're looking at, looks like the same lineup that started the game. Ted Stone and DuPont up there. And that's how the Hillers are coming out. So we'll see if they can get those passing lanes going again.
Yes,
that worked so well for the first, 15, 20 minutes of that half.
We have switched ends. Hiller's going to work right to left across your screen. Joanna DuPont in the center circle, ready to start things off. We're just waiting for the scoreboard to get adjusted. There we go. Recupero. Working her way up. She has some wheels, look out. Burns by one defender. Still up the far side and sends it over.
Yeah, look for Maddie Recupero to make a statement.
That's stalled by Nina and sent up by McCann. Trying to sneak in. That is DuPont, and it's wrapped up.
Called off sides there by the far side lineman. Boy, they are calling this game very, very closely, I'll tell you that.
They are. Yeah, especially with the offsides calls.
I mean, a couple of them have been obvious, okay, but
Right.
Ones like that, I'm not so sure.
Well, on the far side. Ted Stone sends it up. Sometimes it's a different dynamic, too, when you got the three officials. You don't get away with as much.
Yeah.
Kilcarney trying to slow it down. Nina doing battle. She's going to get called for a little.
No, come on.
Wow, they're going to get her.
She had the ball at her feet. She was fighting the defender off. That was not a foul.
No,
watch the replay, folks. Not a foul.
What are you supposed to do? Let her run into you? That was more of like just kind of a protection.
That was
there.
A get off of me is what it was.
Aired out into the box. Popped out of play by McCann.
With the temperature right now, that ball is hard as a rock, I'll tell you that.
Recupero trying to keep it in front of her. Gets it over. It's going Hiller way. Set for the free kick, Alex Clark. Moves it up. Clark gets it out in front.
Now, Ted
Stone
is offside there.
Offsides.
Yeah, she was.
Good call, ref.
So Arlington has not changed their tactic here. They are just still doing the same thing, going back to that high line, hoping to catch the Hillers offside rather than marking them up.
Sent away. Clark got out in front of it.
That's the aerial assertiveness we're looking for from Alex Clark.
Grebo sends it forward. And what a job by the keeper, Ayla Chase.
They're going to call.
They're going to get her with a call here.
Yeah, they're going to give her a penalty kick, saying Ayla took her out. That's.
I thought she was going for the ball.
She did, but the ball was away, so I'm not sure. I mean,
yep,
she did take her out.
All right, here we go. Abigail Griebel will take it.
Let's go, Arlington. Let's go, Abby.
Grable. Oh, just got it.
Arlington bench erupts. The penalty kick is converted. It's a 1-1 game, 36 minutes left here. You know, that's a call that, I mean, I could see the referee's point, but I have very mixed feelings about it because there's no way that our Arlington forward was getting to that ball. It was already sailing out of bounds. I mean, it wouldn't have affected anything. So I think Arlington got a bit of a gift there. I think when they look back on the replay, they'll see that as much.
So we are all knotted up. Bronzo's trying to move it up the far side.
Yeah, and warming up down on the far side of the field, number 21, our leading goal scorer, Georgie Clark. Right call by Skiba to get her in the game.
Certainly is.
See if she can make something happen.
It's going Arlington's way.
Everyone's confused by that, including the Arlington coach. He's like, shrugs his shoulder like, what? What was that? No one knows. Referee's seeing things that we're not.
Recupero scoots it back. Aired out. And here comes Arlington. Looking to close in and cleared away. Is there going to be a call here?
No. Ball's outside of the box, right on the 18. Referee says Alex Clark fouled her. Again, Alex Clark just poked that ball away. Oh, no, he gave, he gave a throw in there. Okay, good. Sorry, I thought that was caught. He was running to the point like it was a free kick.
Kulkarni gets it over to DuPont. DuPont airs it out. Tedstone trying to get there. Keeper is out, wraps it up. Aired out. Nina with the header. Kulkarni. Out of play, throwing Hillers. Just under 34 minutes left to go in the second half. We're knotted up at 1 apiece. Nina moves it up. Little miscommunication there. McCann getting out in front of it, pops it out of play.
Good job by McCann. You know, it's interesting. I haven't seen Ashley McCann make a lot of runs like she normally does. She's been less involved in the attack than she typically is. It's a little worrisome. She had such a solid game against Plymouth North.
Footopolis on the entry. Clark gets out in front of it, header by Recupero. Aired out to the net. Nice catch by Chase.
And Georgie Clark set to check in on the next substitution opportunity.
Trying to get through was Tedstone, sent back.
If I were Arlington, I would do my very best to make sure the ball did not go out of bounds, ever.
Right? Good air under that one by Chase. It's going Arlington's way.
I don't know what this center official's seeing.
What is that
I'm
call
sorry,
about?
I hate to say it on the broadcast, but this guy is watching a totally different game than the rest of us. So many soft calls.
What up, A-Town?
Aired out by Paulillo. Yeah, and at this stage, you should be trying not to make the calls.
Yeah, well, try not to insert yourself into the game.
Right.
You're not the star here. The girls are.
Sent up the far side. Nina. Sends it over to Kulkarni. And overall, I mean, based on what I'm seeing, Arlington's been the more physical team. And they're not getting really any calls against them.
It's true.
At least relevant ones. And the entry, Miller. And I'm not a guy that typically complains about officiating, but come on now.
Yeah,
let
but
him
you're
play.
watching the same game we are.
Right.
And there's stuff going on that, all right, like that. That was a foul on Recupero.
All right, there you go.
She gave her a shoulder shot in the back.
Alex Clark airs it out. Along the corner of the box. Ted Stone trying to battle. Sends it across, and it's deflected. She was looking for DuPont there. Sent out of play, throwing Hillers.
Here's the substitution. If they make it, the ref is calling for it. Didn't see it.
Stays with the Hillers.
It's another sub. The linesman should be raising his flag. The referees are not communicating here.
Free kick for the Hillers. Gets it in, Recupero. Looking to close in. No call there.
Supporters wanted a penalty kick. Recupero went down in the box.
Stays with Arlington.
You can see the intensity is ratcheting up here.
Recupero trying to work it up. That'll go Hiller way. Here comes Georgie Clark, making her debut tonight. She'll come in for Ted Stone. She's not 100%, but she's ready to go.
I'll take Georgie at 40%.
Absolutely. Throwing for the Hillers. Tanina. Scoots it back. Clark.
You're offside, Marin.
Wrapped up by the keeper.
Just gotta watch that.
Recupero along the near side. O'Connor just keeps it. Nope, they're gonna call it out. That was right on the line.
Yeah.
Fotopolis. Off the entry. Kulkarni. Over to O'Connor. Working her way up, Radoslovic. Kulkarni to Recupero. Deflected. Moved up to Bryn Ryan. McCann battling.
Two good wins for Ashley McCann in the last couple of sequences.
Here goes Recupero. Kulkarni. Nina with the boot. Georgie closing in. Booted away.
Game
That is
really
sent up.
opening up for both teams right now.
Clark. Just past DuPont. And out of play it goes, throwing Hillers. McCann on the entry. Clark moves it up. And the keeper's out, we'll wrap it up. "27 minutes and counting left to go in the second half. The intensity and drama building here at Hopkinton High School. At a play it goes, throwing Hillers. Off the entry.
So far, Arlington doing a good job of bottling up Madison Recupero. She normally finds the seams and the lanes to operate and do the things she does, but Arlington today has not
Grossos
allowed
gets
that.
in
Wow,
there.
Juliana just took a shot there. From number 10, Abby Grable. Boy, did she take a shot.
Kulkarni. The Hillers are having trouble getting into Arlington territory. Set up by Sofia Zuganatis. Nina. Up to Kulkarni.
Hiller girls just not doing a good job of connecting their passes in the middle right now. They need to string a couple together and get Georgie the ball. There we go.
Here's Clark. Moves it up. Gets it in front of DuPont. Sent away along the far side. It's Recupero. Tripped up. That'll draw a call.
That's all ball. All ball, ref. That's our ball, ain't it?
Yeah, I think it's outside the box. I think he's going to put it right on the edge. He's going to give a yellow card. Looks like he's reaching in. Yep.
Yellow card against Arlington.
Yep. That was a hard challenge on Recupero. She took a tumble. That's going to force a substitution. Number 7, Gianna Paulillo. And in for her is Avery Spector.
Oh, yeah. Absolute shot.
So that's outside the box. Let's see what they do.
Got Georgie lined up.
Ref counting off the 10 yards that the wall has to give him. Two in the wall, which is surprising given the distance that they're at, but
Clark gets it over. Rushing in. It was
good
deflected.
defense for Arlington to break it up.
Along the far side.
Good battle out there with Gronsos.
Certainly is. Hiller defenders trying to get back into place here. Corner of the box. Deflected out of play off of McCann.
Good job on Ashley McCann again. And here she comes back in, Gianna Paulillo. So after her mandatory rest for the yellow card, she's back in at the left defense.
Fotopoulos on the entry. Kept in play. Header by O'Connor. Nice steal by Recupero. Scoots it up to Georgie.
Unfamiliar position for the Hillers to be tied up with 22 minutes in the game. This is a gut check for them.
Kulkarni moves it up. Well, in the playoffs, you have to expect these situations. You're going against the best of the best. And that's deflected. Sent back to Ayla. Along the far side. That's sent up by Gronsos. Recupero trying to come away with it. Gets it over to Kulkarni. Looking for Georgie. Georgie comes to a slide, trying to get it to DuPont. DuPont approaching, wrapped up.
That's what Georgie can do. She puts that kind of pressure on that back line, makes them make mistakes. That was good forward teamwork with the forwards there, Joe and Georgie.
McCann scoots it up. Cupero trying to turn it upfield, call and
handball on Maddie.
Yeah.
I think it just hit her hand as she was going by.
In Naylor territory, Chase is out. She'll wrap it up. And is sent up. Along the near side, Ryan. And a call here in favor of Arlington. Nina with a little body check on Grable. Approaching the midway point of the second half.
Boy, it feels like it's been a lot longer, doesn't it, pal?
Certainly does. Paulillo on the free kick. It's a good one. Chase wraps it up.
Good shot. Ayla read it all the way, but that was a very nice shot.
She'll roll it out to Clark. Alex sends it up. Recupero. O'Connor. Putting on the moves. Scoots it back to McCann. Nina. Gets it over DuPont.
Just a little too much. That's the right idea, though, Joe. Just a little too much.
Kulkarni with a nice move.
Kulkarni delighting the fans in attendance.
Recupero looking for Georgie. Just a little too much in front of her there. Along that far side. Arlington working up the sideline. Slowed up, turned around by Garanzos. Out of play.
Arlington gonna call a timeout here.
Well, Arlington gonna take a timeout. A 1-1 game. And the pressure certainly building here, Peter.
Sure is. Hillers are, I mean, they're playing evenly, but you know, our expectations have been set so high, you know, throughout this season that we expect the Hillers to be dominating possession at this point of the game.
Right.
And they're not. I mean, Arlington, they're trading back and forth. And so we're going to see what adjustments Skiba makes right now, because this is crunch time. 19 minutes left. This is when it counts. We got to get the ball through a few times. We got to create a couple of opportunities and a couple of chances. And yeah, I mean, if you're Arlington, I mean, you know, you're feeling great right now.
Absolutely.
Tied game against one of the best teams in the state.
Well, 19 minutes, 9 seconds left to go. We'll step aside on HCAM. Off the timeout, 19 minutes, 9 seconds left to go. A 1-1 game. It's anybody's game at this point.
It's going to come down to who wants it most, Tom.
Yep.
Who wants to advance to the 8? Who wants it the most? It's a heat check right now.
Off the throw-in. Sent up. Nice job getting in there by Clark. DuPont and Georgie trying to get there, sent away, out of play, throwing Hillers.
Yeah, Isabella Domen just kicks it out. I mean, I think she knows if Georgie or Joe get a foot on this, I'm in trouble, so she just kicks it out.
Recupero putting on the moves towards the net, just wide.
Well, I like to see that. Madison with her first shot of the game. Let's get her going, shall we?
That's what you got to do if you're the Hillers at this point. Just get those shots going and build up some pressure. Turn the game around. Along the far side, Kulkarni. Nina, too much.
You know, coming out of that timeout, it's almost like Skiba said, all right, girls, now. And now means now we start putting it over the back a lot. Now is when we turn it on.
That is sent up. There's Recupero. Looking to scoot it through. Nina. There's McCann.
Yeah, that's what I like to see. Ashley McCann getting up.
Nina
And Maddie
gets,
wide open. She is not off. She is on. Oh, you saw the Arlington back line trying to call the offside on that, but Maddie was straight on the whole time.
Yep. I think the Hillers being extra cautious with that now, as they should. Georgie driving in. Into the box, deflected, staying with it, sends it over, cleared away.
Took 4 Arlington defenders to deny her the ball. They were successful, but boy, Georgie was chopping wood down there. Meanwhile, another foul in the middle of the field. Referee giving Nina TZ a talking to out there, saying you're playing too physically, you need to calm it down. One more time, I'm going to give you a yellow card.
Come on, G! What up, G?
Off the free kick. Recupero trying to dig it out. And a little grab there against Arlington. What? They're going to call it on. Is that in favor of the Hillers?
I think it's on Abby Graber coming out. Yeah. Yeah.
That was the right call.
Yeah. It's Grable.
Yeah, she grabbed her arm there.
She did. She got a yellow card for that. So she's going to take a seat. That's the second yellow card of the game for Arlington.
Alex Clark bangs it up the field. Nice boot. McCann to Kulkarni. Georgie scoots it through. Sent out of play off of Spector. O'Connor on the entry. Georgie working the corner. Gets it over to Recupero. Back to Georgie. Recupero gets it through. And cleared away.
I thought Joe was in a perfect spot to score there, but here comes Maddie.
Recupero driving in. Deflected. Hillers still trying to keep the pressure on. And a call in favor of Arlington.
That was a huge save by Maeve Pattian in a one-on-one with Madison Recupero. That was the save of the game for her. Not many people can make that happen. Maddie is so quick and clever with that ball. Maeve Paddington just read it just right.
Polillo off of Kulkarni. And too much on that one. Brandon Ryan coming up the sideline.
Onega wins another one. Into the game, number 18, Addison Darling.
Well, the Arlington goal came on that penalty kick. Controversial call. And that's how we got knotted up at 1 apiece. Off the entry. There's Recupero. Sends it up looking for Georgie. Clark driving in. Georgie. Oh, stopped by the keeper.
Another unbelievable save with her feet by goalkeeper Maeve Padian to deny Georgie Clark in a one-on-one situation, very similar to the one we saw Ayla Chase make earlier in the game.
We've had some unbelievable goaltending in this game on both sides. Throw in for Arlington. Fotopolis will take it. And there's a header by Johnson. Shipped into the box. Granzos gets it out for the moment. Hiller ball.
Yeah, Maeve Padian, she woke up. She had a giant bowl of Wheaties that had Michael Jordan on the box and said, I think I could do that today. I mean, she has been unreal.
She certainly has.
I mean, stopping Madison Recupero and Georgie Clark in 2 minutes, that's something to add to your resume.
Georgie. There's Recupero. Back to Nina. McCann. DuPont. And able to slip it through to McCulloch.
Ashley McCann, well read.
Recupero to Kilcarney. Taken away. Arlington looking for a drive up the field. Alex Clark.
Never going to happen with Alex Clark back there. Never going to happen. She's too fast. Too strong, too fast, too intuitive.
Just under 11 minutes left to go in the second half. A 1-1 game. Kilcarney. Onega sends it over Nina. Bit of an errant pass there. But O'Connor able to catch up with it. Good win along the sideline by McCulloch. Sent up by Alex Clark. DuPont trying to turn it upfield. She's looking for Georgie there, who was covered up nicely. Approaching Paulillo. Paulillo trying to put on the moves, gets tripped up. And also a bit of a collision along that far side. Recupero was knocked down as well. She seems to be a bit frustrated. And maybe a little bit shooken up. Okay, she appears to be walking okay. Free kick for the Hillers.
I think they got tangled up and she was frustrated. It looks like the ref, is he going to call just a drop ball here? I'm not sure what he's doing.
I don't know if they're sure what they're doing.
He's conferring with his line judge there.
It will be a drop ball.
He's saying you need to kick it back to him.
Georgie gets in front of it. Kilcarney moves it up the field. Georgie kick. It'll go Hiller's way. Mosher on the entry.
I'm stressing out here, Tom. I'm on pins and needles.
An illegal throw-in?
Yeah, it was an illegal throw-in for Mosier. Can't make those kinds of mental mistakes at this stage of the game.
First time I think I've seen that call all season. Recupero. Again, back and forth we go. Kilcarney. Cleared away. Back to Ayla. Chase. Good boot. Recupero gets it back to Nina. Along the far side, Grazos. Just under 9 minutes left to go now.
It's a handball. There you go. Ref made the call. Ball's back in, though.
Clark to Recupero. Recupero driving down. And runs into some traffic there. Along the far side. And some body contact there. Throw in for Arlington.
It's number 15 for Arlington, Catriona O'Hagan, the defender, coming in. Looks like she'll be playing a little bit more in the midfield, though.
Hiller ball. Airs it out. Kilcarney. Nina gets out in front of it. Grazos. Kilcarney moves it back. Alex Clark scoots it up.
That high line is doing a good job for Arlington. They're just keeping, look how compressed that is. They're keeping the line around the 45. Georgie can't get any kind of run going. They can't get anything in.
Well, their game plan is working, that's for
It
sure.
is.
Georgie with the box out. Clark moves it up to Recupero.
Yeah. Georgie's going to get called for that.
So they get Georgie with some contact.
Fans don't like that.
Under 6.5 minutes left to go in the second half. If it shall remain tied after the second half, we'll play on. O'Connor. Clark moves it up, looking for Georgie. Good box out by Georgie. DuPont deflected out of play, throwing Hillers.
That was interesting. Georgie got away with a bit of a screen there.
Sent back out, throwing Hillers. Mosier on the entry. McCann. Sent up by Alex Clark. Back to McCann. Sends it forward. Kilcarney trying to get there. Just sent away by the keeper.
Just a desperation clear by Maeve Paddian again. Kilcarney was chasing that down.
They called it out or free kick hit Arlington.
I think they're calling her. Were they saying Kilcarney was off? I don't know. I'm confused.
We're under 5 minutes left to go in the second half. Into the box, wrapped up. Arlington looking to slip through. Along the near side, O'Connor. Gets it over to Nina. Sends it up. Nina. And it gets through, everybody. Keeper is out, sends it away. Throwing Hillers.
Keeper wanting to call there, but she put her body into Madison Recupero, so that was on her.
Recupero trying to dig it out. She's double teamed there. Along the far side, Mosier. DuPont gets there. Airs it out.
Yep, off again.
Offsides.
That is, candidly, that is Arlington's core defensive strategy, is just to trap him in an offside position. Can't match up man to man, so, and it's working. It's working.
It is. Natalia Fotopolis. Towards the net, wrapped up by Chase. On that shot was Alina McCulloch. Georgie sends it up. Here's Recupero.
Doubled again.
Recupero moves it up. No one there.
Whole bunch of subs coming in for Arlington here. Doing a line change.
Nina gets out in front of it. Here's Recupero. Kulkarni looking for Georgie. Georgie driving in along the top of the box. Gets it over DuPont. Takes it on the ground. Oh, just wide.
Joe DuPont with a strike, but boy, was it close. My goodness, that didn't miss by much. And in fact, it's going to be a corner kick for the Hillers. Again, Maeve Pattian with an incredible diving save.
Nina will take it.
Supporters section cheering the Hillers on right now.
Gets it into Recupero. Recupero. Back to Nina. Nina crosses it. Up top. O'Connor. Gets it over. DuPont. Crosses it out in front. Oh, it's in! Oh, what a goal! Recupero!
Madison Recupero with the game-winning dagger! Joe DuPont with a beautiful assist across the box. Good gracious, could you write a better script?
What a pass! What a shot! Hillers up 2-1.
Boy, she wouldn't be denied, Madison Recupero. She was. Are they calling a timeout?
I believe we have
call a timeout. They call the game. I think they called the timeout.
Timeout called by Arlington.
Not sure how much time is left right now, but boy, if you're Arlington, you just got hit in the mouth.
Wow. That pass was just absolutely perfect.
Joe DuPont has been working hard all game. Those crosses have been coming all game. Nobody's been on the end of it. Finally, Recupero saw it, was there. Unbelievable touch to just throw it in to the back of the net. Boy, I tell you, that'll give you something to be excited about, fans.
It certainly will.
With just a couple minutes to go, the Hillers, at this point, it's got to be lockdown defense. Lock it down. Arlington's coming out with everything.
There's not a lot of time left at all. Arlington may have one opportunity to drive up the field and try to get a shot off.
Lock the defense, no silly fouls.
I was trying to see if the officials would say how much time is left.
Let's go Blonders! Let's go Blonders!
The Hillers hoping to move on to the round of 8 against the winner of Algonquin and Franklin. Final moments of this round of 16 game.
You could see DuPont hanging way, way back there as an extra defender. But here comes Arlington. They're not done.
Well, they're desperate at this point, cleared away. Along the far side. Hiller ball.
Every Hiller back now. Just doing everything they can to hold on. That whistle cannot come soon enough.
And there's a call against Arlington as Recupero is tripped up.
Little confusion on the sideline there.
Yeah,
Arlington was short a player. They're saying 1, 2, 3. Indeed they were. They had one player on the sideline that should have been checking in. I'm not sure what happened coming out of that timeout.
O'Connor to Nina. Cleared away by McCann. Oh, that was a push there. Good defense there by the Hillers. Clark putting on the move, scoots it through. And that's going to draw a call.
Yeah, I hope Nina TZ's okay there. Looks like she took a shot in the back.
It might have been the head. It's going to be an elbow against Arlington. And they might bring out the trainer to check on her.
It's gotten eerily quiet here right now, Tom.
All right, it looks like she up. She is up.
It's good to see. That's
always scary when you're around that head area.
Yep. Yep.
Remember you said this was going to be the longest 10 minutes ever?
Boy, it sure feels like it. I mean, this game feels like it's been 3 hours long. Just pins and needles.
And just wrapped up. The official looking at the watch. Mosier sends it in.
Get there!
And O'Connor winning that battle. Recupero. Off of McCann. Over to Alex Clark.
Oh,
Better.
Alex Clark taking a shot there.
Well, now it looks like maybe just cheap shots by Arlington.
Yeah, that really was.
Frustration
That was
shots.
number 18, Addison Darling, just
I'd say give her a red card
knocking her for
one.
that.
Let's go, Ponders.
I mean, what did I say? We want to get out of this game without an injury. I mean, it's cold. You know, we're looking at potential injury here, and then we're seeing cheap shots like that toward the end of the game. That's not good to see.
And she appears to be okay.
Yep. Now, if your name is Tom Nappy or Peter Thomas, you call the ambulance at that moment. If your name is Alex Clark, you get up and you finish the game.
Yes. Alex Clark moves it up. Back to midfield. McCann gets under it. Back and forth we go. Along the far side. Can they get another shot off? Sent out.
Referees looked at his watch 4 times in the last 10 seconds, but he's letting them attack.
Looking for the attack. Into the box. Cleared away. And that is your game! The Hillers win! The Hillers win! They're moving on to the round of 8 as they take down Arlington 2-1.
Boy, it was a thrilling finish, partner. I can tell you that. Madison Recupero coming in clutch after Joe DuPont shakes up the defense. My goodness, it wasn't pretty the whole way through, but a win is a win, and we'll take it into the next round.
Well, you know, in these postseason games, not every win is going to be pretty. You're playing the best of the best, and certainly Arlington was one of the best teams in this bracket. And the Hillers get the victory. They're moving on. They'll take on the winner of Algonquin and Franklin. Georgie Clark may have not been 100%, but she came into the game in the second half, and it ended up leading to a possession where you'd have a tremendous pass by DuPont to Recupero for the go-ahead goal, and certainly the momentum of having Georgie, I think, made a big difference in those final minutes.
Absolutely. I mean, Georgie brings an element of control, an element of surprise to the defense. They hadn't seen her. I mean, she definitely is a difference maker out there. She has maturity and leadership. And I'll tell you what, I was very, very impressed with the way the Hillers responded to that. You know, all together, and you know, hats off to Arlington. I mean, they played a great game. They played an absolutely great game. And you know, the Hillers they're just too good. They're just too good, brother.
Well, they'll have a tough opponent coming up next. I can tell you one thing. You're getting Algonquin or Franklin, 2 very good programs. So it should be a fun battle as the Hillers move on to the round of 8. Arlington ends their season at 13-6-1. Hillers are 19-0-1 and on their way to the Elite 8. Peter, any final thoughts?
Well, folks at home, you better carve out your Sunday, because I'm pretty sure that's when the MIAA will schedule that game, either Saturday or Sunday. So be checking HCAM, check Hop News to find out when those games are. But don't go nowhere, because they're just getting going, these girls.
Well, that is going to do it for our coverage here tonight. The Hiller boys victorious in part 1 of our doubleheader as they got a 3-2 win over North Attleboro. And in part 2, the Hiller girls victorious over Arlington with the 2-1 victory. For Denise Untaki on camera, my broadcast partner Peter Thomas, I'm Tom Nappy. Well, final score for the final time. Hillers victorious over Arlington and moving on to the Elite 8 as they get the victory 2-1. That is going to do it for our coverage here tonight. As always, we thank you for watching. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.